Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Building a local consist. And that's what we're going to do today. How to build a local consist in run 8 and update. I had to type it in there until I get this figured out what's going on. Um, this is for video for people that don't know how to create your local consists. Like right here, for example, I just had this as a boron. It's a local. It's over here on the local tracks at Barstow because I think it comes out of here. Anyway, I just have it there, just messing around. I'm on my private game right here, so we're just going to do it right here. Now I do have on my other monitor over here kind of like a little cheat sheet of what locals are, which I cannot I cannot give that information out. It's kind of classified. I could tell you, but then I'd have to banish you to a private sim somewhere where you got nothing but hackers and griefers. And no, I'm kidding. I just can't share this because even though I'm not with their server, I gotta respect their privacy. But I'm going to use it to build. Sorry, I'm having my coffee. One of the things you can do is you can do the left control and the I and come up and find what you want. Let's say I'm going to start out, which is right here, the very first one, 84 lumber. I know this is a LS 906J train. Process cars and blocks. This one I don't quite understand. I'm still trying to comprehend that. Like it took me forever to figure out why in the world would you want to do this over here. And I kind of half understand what the other people were saying, but the way the depot does it seems to be a whole lot more sense to me. They pull out of here and back into there, and then when they're done, then they run it down. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Process cars and blocks. If you turn it off and you put the cars in there at the factory, it doesn't seem to do anything. Yet if you turn it on, apparently it gives them all the same name, whether it's Barstow or Pasadena or Reno or whatever. It gives it all the same name. So if you can help explain that, that would be cool. Because say like I want to have multiple destinations, Barstow and RV, and I'm still not sure where all these are at, versus turning it off. Anyway, so you want to build the cars. Well, I happen to know that this here will take box cars and center beam flat cars, and it will also produce loads. Now you can change this if you want to bring in an empty or make it produce an empty if you want to. I don't mess with the filters. Okay, capacity is 4 and hours is 60. You can change it here. You can also do left control and the letter L, and it will basically give you the same information but a little bit limited. You can teleport either way here or on the other one, but this will tell you how many it'll hold, what load, you know. It give you the tag, freight symbol, but I do like to use this one because I can actually change it here. You can't do it in the other. So first things, box cars. Well, I know that it'll hold 4 box cars and 4 center beam. So okay, left control F1, box cars, and I happen to know that's a Union Pacific because that's coming off a Union Pacific Bakersfield. But I don't have any Union Pacific box cars, so I want to go with Southern Pacific. And then I'm going to go center beams, and I'll just go with the, come on, okay, and there. Now random reverse. I like to do a random reverse here, and I'm going to place the train. We'll just drop it right there, get rid of it. Click on it, let's go to tagger. You have to move it once, then highlight. These produce fulls, right? So we know to leave them as empty. Tag on, and I happen to know that these are going to 84L, but notice it only did half of them. So make sure when you're doing that it does all of them, and the reason it did half is because those are boxcars and these are center beams. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to click it again, and now they're all according. So now you got the freight symbol and the destination symbol there. Okay, now let's go close that, go back to here, let's clear this, and I'm going to look over at store to make sure. Okay, copy player train. Now by copying this here, this is my player train. Okay, let me do that one more time. This is my player train right here, and I got it all set up. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I do have it all set up, tagged, and they are empty because it does produce loads, right? See? So control F1, copy player train. Now I'm going to take all 8 of these and I'm just going to drag it over here. Now I can clear that, and it's under stored units. Now I can take this and delete it. Okay, where is it at? It's right here. Anytime I want to, I can just grab it, drag it over here, place train, boom, there it is. It's got the tags, everything. Okay, so I'm going to delete that, come back up here. Let's clear this and let's go back over to available units. Well, we want to know what else are we going to need. Well, this particular one we know is the LS906J UP Bakersfield over in Mojave. Well, what else do we have over there? Well, you could look through on your here and look for your industry tags. I don't know if you can do it that way, particularly like do a search there, but I happen to know that Hondo Chemicals, this Green Scale Solutions, is actually right next door to it. So being familiar with the area is also a plus. As you can see, it takes boxcars, and they're all create loads. It can hold 12, and I actually had this set to 1 hour. I need to change that back to, I'll say 12 hours. I'll run it to 24 hours. Because I was messing with this, that's why that one is changed. And we will save it. You can actually designate tracks and so on. So we're going to take, we need 12 boxcars that are empty. So control F1, available units, and I need boxcars, and again Southern Pacific. Since I know this is Southern Pacific, I don't have to run them all. I could run them at something else, but 9. Oh, I want to show you something else. Let's say we'll just grab 3. We'll grab a 6, and we'll delete the selected. Okay. What I could do, that's all right. Never mind. I was going to do that, but I got something that's saved already. So there we go. Let's do a random to kind of randomize it up. Let's place the train. Let's throw it down here. Come back. Let's clear that and click here. Tagger, and again we know that all these have to be empty, right? So we're going to throw industry tags on, but now those are all the same, and we're looking for green scale, which is right here. Click and it puts it in complete. LS906J green, and we know they're all empty. Now you can go empty, random, full. You could actually do an override the limit, what the speed limit is, but I'm not going to worry about that, neither are we. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to relinquish the train, and I want to click this one just to make sure I got the correct one. And now I'm going to go here and copy player train. So there it is. They're already tagged. Go over here, stored units, and I'm going to grab all these and drop them up in there. Now I can clear this, go back to available, close that, and we can delete this train. This is the easiest way of doing it versus having to fill up all your tracks and then use your locomotive and start grabbing. You can just build your long consists. Well, what else do we have over here? Well, I happen to know that Suncoast Materials is right next to it as well. So again, Control I, And when I just say everything is going to be left, and that's why I say specifically right. So Control I, Suncoast Materials, which I happen to know is right there next to it. And right there. Well, these produce loads as well. And here's your, it takes covered hoppers. It can hold 8. So I'm going to go Control F1, covered hoppers. You know what? I'm going to throw some of these up in here. Maybe a few of these instead. 8. Come on, there we go. Random, 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 reverse, random, reverse, and displace train. Just kind of mix it up so it doesn't look all the same. Another thing you can do, if you really want your train to look realistic, mix up dirty and clean cars. Mix up dirty and clean cars. Alright, so I'm going to clear this real quick that we just placed down. Grab this, go to Tagger, and you have to do it like that, because if it's just, let's say, okay, it's just here, tag, and you try to come down like this, it doesn't work. You actually have to change it and then click for it to actually highlight all of them. And again, we know these are going to be empties, tag, and this one is Suncoast Materials. So we will find the initials, which should be SUN. And why am I not seeing SUN in here? That is odd. 906, there it is. Okay, I knew it should be in there. And again, you notice it's all there. I'm going to, I don't have to because I know I got it. F1, copy player train. And I'm going to grab all these, because that is my current player train right here. So if I was to click on it, look again, see it's all there. So you can either delete to make sure, or so I got it all. I want to grab all 8 of these, and I'm going to drag them over here, clear this, back to available units, exit out, click here, and delete. What else do we have? Well, let's see. I know we have Frito-Lay, Hondo Chemicals. There's a tomato plant way down towards the end, which I don't want to get stuck near that end. Bakersfield Recycling, which is a short one, and it's facing the opposite way that I want to go. I don't feel like running a locomotive around in that tight area. Agricultural Plastics. So, okay, we're going to call that one done. So if I was, and I wanted to, I could go stored units. Let's grab all of these. We'll drag this over here and place the train. Boom, there it is. Now there's your complete train that we have just done so far. Of course, this is not realistic. They all are the same colors, etc., etc. Now what you could do is, at this point, you could even add in available units. You could come in, add your locals in. You know, if you wanted to, let's just say I'm going to grab a 44C. If you double click like that, it's going to go there at the bottom. So we want to clear that. I'm going to drag it and put it at the top. And that's all I would need for this particular one. And then place the train. And you got to remember, whichever way you're facing, it's going to go out that way. So if you're facing the other way, it's going to go, you know what I'm saying? And there you go. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of that. I don't want that. And let's come up in here. You know, I'm going to clear this whole thing because we're going to do some other stuff instead. Freight cars. We're going to build, and again, what we're doing is we're here in Barstow. It's my favorite yard. It's got the home controller, which I really enjoy running. I have run the Colton one, and it's fine. It's a big yard. But Barstow is by far my favorite. So this is where we're at, and I'm going to actually run these from Barstow all the way to UP Bakersfield. Well, that's going to be a UP yard, so I know I'm going to need some UP engines on it, or probably some Southern Pacific, or I think Southern Pacific is part of UP. I could be wrong. I mean, I could run some sorry, that's my coffee. I could run some BNSF and then have a UP local engine over there pick it up, which is probably what I want to do anyway, come to think about it, because yeah. Alright, so what else do we have? Well, I know this YBK50. If you really want a challenge, if you're starting out, YBK50 is really good for practicing because it's on a decline or a hill. And so when coupling and uncoupling and all that good goobly goo, you gotta watch out for runaway cars. You don't want that. Well, I'm not going to do I'm not going to do the BK50. Well, what else do we have that could be run over to that main yard? You don't want to just run just a few engines over and that's it. No, we want to do some more. Well, here's one. We have Tricor Refinery, Tricor Refining. That's going to be on the LS913. So, along with Pacific PMT. Well, let's look PMT. It's Pacific Materials, I believe, or something like that. Paramount Petroleum. PMT. That might be what it is. No, yeah, PMT. Hey, guess what? It produces some empties as well. Okay, so these are going to be empties that is going to produce open hoppers and tank cars. So, since I know that, I don't know. Oh, this is the L and the other one is the Jade. Okay, that's interesting. So I was looking at something here. So we know that it'll hold 24 tank cars, and these are going to have to be full, and 12 open hoppers. So let's go ahead and let's grab tank cars, and we just need to grab some. So there's some Santa Fe, some GTX, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna take this. See, random reverse, and then I'm going to. I could just go like this. There's multiple ways. I could go to stored unit, grab these, whoops, and drag them down to here, and then just go like this, and drag them up, and there's my 12, and then get rid of these here, delete selected, and place that right here, and there's my cars. Do it that way. I could have just did a few of them, tagged them all, copied it over, and then went. So these I know we are full. We can either drag it or we can just click full industry tags, and we happen to know that this particular one is the LS913J. So LS913J, L, I mean not J, yeah, L. So there it is, PMT. So there you go, and we're done. Now, since I know we got it, Control F1. Let's clear. Let's copy player train. Grab these. Whoops, stored. Grab these here, and I'm going to drag these down to here. Okay. And I can clear that. Available units. Next one I said I knew we needed was hoppers. Open hoppers or closed hoppers? I don't know. That one I don't know about. Well, let's take a look, see if it tells us. It says open hopper. Okay, so we need 12 open hoppers. Okay. Oh, I can delete that. So I need open hoppers. I need 12 of them. The fact that these are grayed out just means I don't have the textures for them. Why was I getting CSX up in there? I don't know. Oh, this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need to check something here. Hold on. Did I say 12 or 24? Because I need 24 of these, don't I? Yeah, I said 12. Let's clear. Let's grab these again. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Now, how in the world did it end up there? And I did not mean it in the front. Let's drag these back down here to the bottom here where they're supposed to be at. Hope I didn't mess it up. Drag it to here. Let's place the train. Boom, there. How many do I have? Yeah, I only had 12. I should have had 24. Okay, I just realized that and I'm like, oops, let's delete that because Control I says it'll hold 24, right? So right here, I just realized I made that mistake and that's fine. So we can come back and we can do it again. Run a tanker, and I'm just going to run this over here. So now we have our 24, and I want to grab here, run it to here. Oh wait, I need to actually delete these. I want to delete the selected, and now I want to put these 24 up in there. I'm glad I just saw that. Okay, now I can clear that. And available units, covered hoppers. I need 12 of these. Let's see, open hoppers. Why does this look different than what I just had? Anyway, I must have had covered hoppers. Yeah, open hoppers. Okay, I'm just going to select. Yeah, I'll just grab 12 of these. Keep double clicking on them. And random reorder. There we go. And I'm going to place these right here. Boom. I don't have the tester, so it's not really going to show that great. And these, let's see, Control I says it produces empties. So we need to make these as fulls. So I want to grab all 12 of these. And I'm going to click full, and then I'm going to do the tag and click, and why is that not showing up? That's interesting. This should be, unless I have a wrong train here somewhere. Best gone. Well, let's get rid of these. Let's try something else then. Oh, hoppers. Hello. Alrighty, let's delete this. Let's do it again. Alright, open hoppers. Open hopper, it just said new. So, open hoppers here. There's a Best Gone chip hoppers. Here we go, hoppers. I'm just going to kind of mix them up a little bit here. There's 12, random reorder. Just kind of shuffle it real good. Place the train, boom, that's good. Click F1 and clear. Grab this, tagger, and just drag that over. Again, it's two different ways. There we go. Now, this one here, I'd say we're doing PMT, so there it is right there. If you don't see it, that means you got the wrong kind of car for that industry. And there we go. So I want to come back into here, copy player train, stored units, make sure I'm down at the bottom because it will drop it in wherever, excuse me, you're at here. And like you can just drop it right here wherever you want. I want it down at the bottom so that they stay in that row. And clear. Okay, so that's my stored, back to available, and we'll get rid of this and delete it. Okay. What else can we do? Is there anything else? Well, yeah, there's the 910J, there's the 913J. Let's go back to our thing here. Let's take a look at Tricor Refining, which is over possibly in that way. There's these produce empties as well, but it's in it's still, all these are out of the Mojave Yard, so MCC, it'll hold 52. Ooh, that's gonna be a big one. Yeah. Alright, so tank cars, and this is a good way to show you something here. Let's just go, I don't want acid dirt, so I'm gonna go from here to here. we'll just grab them. Okay, and what I can do is stop right there. I'm going to grab these, drop them down, come up in here, tag them, and these are all fulls. Not fools, fulls. Industry tags, I want to come here, and this one I know is for Tricor, which is the 913J, 913J, right there, boom, and close it now. I'm going to come back into here, clear, copy player train, and then I'm going to go to my stored units, just scroll down to the bottom here, let's grab these, and I'm going to just kind of drop it in at the bottom. Now I'm going to grab those. Whoops, oh come on, did it do it again? It did. Good googly goo. I hate when it does that. I'm just going to put them over here. There's 24. I'm going to grab these again. There's 36. You see it's a real quick, easy, dirty way of doing it. There's 48, and it said it would hold 50. So I'm just going to grab BNSF, throw that up in there, C-star, throw that up in there. Now I want to get rid of these. Delete selected. Let's scroll this down. And over here, I want to random reorder. Just kind of a few times. Just kind of mix it up. There's 50. And I'm going to make sure that's all the way down. And I'm going to run this down to the bottom down there. There we go. And clear. Whoops. Now I can get rid of that. Is there anything else? Well, how long do you want to make it? I mean, there is the there's a 916J as well. Some refrigerator cars for BID, center beam flat cars, 2-bay hoppers, PAC. I mean, there's a bunch more you could do. There's the 906J, which we did that already. It's a YBK50. But just for the sake of this video, because it's getting a little long now, we're done. So what we'll do is we'll come here, and I want to grab all of these cars. Make sure I got them all here. I'm going to start here, come all the way down here, or you can just hit Control A. I forgot you could do that. Yeah, Control A, and let's drag it over to here. There we go. Place train, and guess what? Voila! There is your train, all tagged out, properly loaded or unloaded. CGR ends. I mean, everything is here. Your whole train. And it's already sorted out. At this point you could actually all your tri-cores, etc. It's a pretty long train. At this point you could actually you know what, I want to delete that and I want to replace it because it's down there at the end. What you could do at this point is come over to available units, come up here and put your locomotives, your locos in which case we got BNSF. I want to run that up here. Let's run another one, and we'll run a BNSF 2, and I know that we're really long, so I'm going to put 4 up front. Where was that at? Oh yeah, right here. And I like to reverse at least one of, you know, so that no matter which way I'm pulling off, I got one facing the correct direction. And we'll do the same thing down here. We got 4 up there, and we're going to put and we'll say we'll put 2 in the back here, and again reverse one by right clicking on it. And now we're ready. So that's got 6 locomotives, total weight. Here's your horsepower, 6.5, which I really don't even need that much, do I? That's empty. Loaded, be 1.7. I might, because I got some loaded ones in there. 6 locos, 114 cars, 120 total, counting the engines, total length, total weight. And let's just kind of drop it there just to take a look at it and close. Well, there you go. Cupcake Island, there is your train. The only problem is right now I have it facing the wrong way. That's right, and I did that intentionally, especially with Bakersfield here, Barstow. You got to, let's delete that. Make sure you have it on the right track and facing the right way, since I know that Mojave is that way in this particular map, or out this way here. Needles is this way, Cajon and Mojave is this way. It's right there. That I need to have it down here, but I also need to have on the correct thing, what to call it here. So one more different ways to do it, like northbound, eastbound, southbound, and westbound. Well, I happen to know that I need to go probably this way here, southbound or southeast. Whoops. Hit the space bar and that can put me there. Let's get it back up in the air. Put me in the right direction. Basically, I just get myself down to the end of the map here. And it's going to be on this one. Let's see. I'd have to actually look at my map, see if this is northbound or this eastbound. I forget. I got to do it again. Let's see. What did I say that was? Mojave is southbound. So according to my notes, let's say southbound, the yard signal. Let's just go right here. Okay, so that tells me these tracks over here are the southbound. Those are the northbound. So, okay, I'm going to place my train here. Place train. Make sure it's facing the right direction. Boom. Track isn't clear. Let's try this one. Oh, that's the... Why is that track not clear? Shouldn't have anything on there. Or am I at the local yard? No, it's not the local. Ah, that's why those engines were down there. Okay, that's why. I'm like, why is that track not clear? This is a long one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is indeed quite a long one. So now what you'd want to do, come in. Make sure you have this as the correct. If it's not the lead engine, you would click here, set it lead engine. We're going to do a tag. Lead engine is the one that's highlighted, and in this particular case, I'm going to say, we'll call this a, what kind of train? Manifest train? We'll just call this a Y, I don't know, space, BAR, Barstow to BAK. I don't know if that's the correct way of doing it, but that's the way I'm doing it. I will probably drive it down anyway, but Burlington Northern uses 3 initials. Southern Union Pacific only uses 2. But anyway, now you get the idea of how to do it. Now if you press the left shift V, you can see your total tons, 12,980 tons. Your track length, I don't know why it's not giving me the HP. Oh, because the horsepower is not started. How many loaded cars? 86 loaded cars, I think that means. Your dynamic braking axles, your tow axles, da 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 da. So yeah, we're going pretty long, and now this one is ready to go. Alright folks, that's it. Just kind of give you an idea of how to do it. If you have access to like a Google Doc that has the information, it's a big help. Otherwise, you definitely want to learn the area. Oh yeah, let me show you one last thing here. Where I'm going is basically taking it right here. Let's get up in the air. This is the UP Bakersfield Yard. And it's going to come down and go down this corner and on down and deliver once it's ready. Now it's actually just going to come up in here and drop off, and then let the local engines pick it up. Like these are all set up. It'll come in, if one of the local switchers or engines will come in and go ahead and deliver it. So being that this is a UP yard, I can actually just come in, drop it off, and then I could either build something that's going back to the Bakersfield, or I can just run the engine down here to the city of Bakersfield and voila, you know, we're and run it down here if I wanted to, and drop it up in here if I wanted to. This is the Bakersfield BNSF yard. The choice is yours, and that's what's great about this game. You can do whatever you want. Alright, I hope this helps.